Hey everybody, it's Kellen Nitro from Nitromaniac TV's wrestling channel, and on the other end of the line, the mighty Moorhouse, who looks like he's in pain.
He has been powerlifting, so he is in pain right now, but that's good.
You're doing your full gear challenge. Very nice,
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Right on. There you go. Wow. Powerlifting. Well, I need somebody to lift me up over this one because folks, it's time for the G1 Supercard at the Madison Square Garden. That will happen the Saturday before WrestleMania. I'm trying to find the date here. Yes, April 6, 2019, from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden in New York City. And this match this card, I should say, features 11 matches, and both the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship of Ring of Honor will be on the line.
It's going to be a great show at the world's most famous arena.
It'll be awesome for sure. This card looks amazing, so we'll get to it right away here. The pre-show, which will probably be airing live on New Japan World and Honor Club. So if you have either of those services, you're set. And I heard it's on pay-per-view as well, so there's 3 ways you can watch it right there. Boom. The Honor Rumble. Rumble Rules Battle Royal. So essentially this is the Wrestle Kingdom Rumble transplanted to Madison Square Garden. As if we didn't get enough Rumbles this year, we get another one. So there we go.
Yep. This will be the second of 3 big men's Rumbles this year.
Rumor is Jushin Thunder Liger is going to be in this Rumble.
It's confirmed now.
It is confirmed that Jushin Thunder Liger is in this Rumble. I think that if Scott Norton is in New York City, I think Scott Norton will probably be in this Rumble as well. So I see Jushin Liger and Scott Norton being the last 2, with Liger defeating Norton, just because it's Madison Square Garden. It's the Honor Rumble, and you know what? It's Liger's farewell tour. Let's set him off with a win at the Garden.
Sure, why not? The Honor Rumble doesn't get you any special credentials or anything, but Liger, yeah, people love Liger.
It's an exhibition Rumble.
Yeah.
And it's a W at Madison Square Garden in your permanent record, wherever that's kept. So, hey, there you go. It's all good. The opening match, I guess, of what the pay-per-view will be is Will Ospreay, the never openweight champion, versus Jeff Cobb, the Ring of Honor television champion. This is title for title. So winner will walk out with both belts. This will be sensational. This will be a hell of an opener. This is almost like watching Ospreay and Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom. And this is, you look at this and it's like, wow, this match is going to be the opener? That's unreal, you know? I saw Cobb recently. He came to town to wrestle with the Prairie Wrestling Alliance and defend the Ring of Honor television title against the Omen Gabriel in a very solid, almost 15-minute affair. Was a really decent match. Nothing too flashy. Cobb his moveset reminds me of Samoa Joe from about 10 years ago. And I think that if you put the never openweight title on Cobb, it'd be interesting. However, I have a feeling that they're going to try an Ultimate Dragon Will Ospreay for a little bit here. So I see Ospreay winning this match and walking out with both belts.
Yeah, I see Ospreay winning the Ring of Honor title because he wants to work a lot more with the Ring of Honor, and I think their British tour is coming up too.
Oh yeah, there we go.
He can defend it in England.
Isn't one of the main events of that tour already announced as Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr.?
Yeah.
One? Yeah. So there we go. I think there it is. You put one of the belts up on the line for that. So, boom, done. Right there. Roosh versus Dalton Castle. Have you seen much of Roosh?
It's a Ring of Honor match.
Yes. What do you think of Roosh?
Haven't seen much of his work, unfortunately. I've seen him at All In last year. It was pretty much my first experience with him. Mm-hmm. I like him though. He's an interesting character.
Not to be confused with Bandito, who also was kind of the first time that a lot of us seen Bandito at All In, and then they've Ring of Honor did a great job. I feel now at this point of bringing in talent after Punishment Martinez left, the Elite left, and that stuff. So a lot of the guys that they brought in are just top notch independent workers right now, and they're amazing. So, and it's good to see those guys finally get a crack at everything. I think Rush will win because he's also a member of Los Ingobernables in Mexico. So, you could easily have somebody from that group that's not booked on anything, later on in the card, walk around. Maybe it's Takagi that walks out with him, or it's something else, right? So.
No, I go with Rush as well. They're still building him, so I wouldn't have him job to Castle quite yet.
Right. The singles match for the Women of Honor Women's Championship will be next on that card. Just according to Wikipedia. Who knows how the card will actually lay out at this point. Mayu Iwatani versus Kelly Klein. This is the Women of Honor. This is a rematch of what happened at the anniversary show. And to catch you up on the storyline, Iwatani's been catching Klein at inopportune moments during their title matches and getting the W. And I think this is going to be the third time they meet, so I think third time's a charm for Klein, probably in this storytelling fashion. So she'll probably walk out with the belt. But it's been one of my favorite things to watch so far in 2019 is this feud, because Klein's kind of doing this female Taz type gimmick right now, where she walks out with like this group of people that's like a quote unquote team or her dojo and that stuff. But Iwatani's just, like I said, catching her at inopportune moments and capitalizing on it, right? So it's also very interesting to see a women's match get wrapped up with a New Japan advertised card.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the Women of Honor division has been kind of a failed experiment.
No, I wouldn't say failed. I'd say that it's underutilized. Yeah,
they don't get a lot of time on TV. I'm not familiar with either, so I can't really comment on the feud or who's going to win. Iwatani, I think, is a safe choice. You just have her retain. But again, it's just there's not enough, I feel, story that Ring of Honor is allowing the women to tell.
She does hold quite a few belts in Stardom as well, too. Like, she's a multiple belt holder. They got a lot of titles over there, but she is a multiple belt holder. So, next one is kind of a little bit of fantasy booking here. It's supposed to be a New York City street fight with Bully Ray versus a mystery opponent. He's put the challenge out there. Talk is that mystery opponent will be Flip Gordon, that could be a continuation of that feud. However, there is also talk that Gordon re-injured himself and may not be ready for the Garden.
I have a prediction.
All right.
Steve Lombardi.
The Brooklyn Brawler.
I think the fans would go ape shit over that.
All you'd have to do is just ride the subway train up from Brooklyn to the Garden, and he'd be there. Man, that would be cool. That'd be awesome.
Would you pop for it?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Japanese public in Tokyo would be as amazed, but
Ring of Honor fans would be like, yeah.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. Ring of Honor.
I think Bully Ray would still beat him.
Yeah. But
at least you get the pop of, hey, here's New York's finest brawler, the Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah. So you say Brooklyn Brawler. I say if not Flip Gordon, I think that it would go to Cheeseburger.
He's in the Royal.
Have him do double duty. He walks out. He's big with the Japanese crowd, and he's big with the Ring of Honor fans. Could
you have Tommy Dreamer come out?
You could have,
or Sandman?
You could have all of them come out. Who knows? It's the Garden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mick Foley walk out as Cactus Jack, for all we know.
Yeah.
That could potentially happen, right? So
it could be anything.
Yeah.
Could be Brother Devon.
With Deacon Batista. No, that would turn some heads for sure. No, but I still am holding out hope that it'll be flipping this one, because if that's the case, it'll be a really... It should be as good as the anniversary match, or not the final battle match was. And
they started it all in that feud, too, so
yeah.
There's heat on that, at least.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. Wouldn't it be awesome if... it wouldn't happen, but wouldn't it be awesome if the challenge is thrown out there and then all of a sudden Omega's music hits and it's all AEW guys hitting, like the Elite, like the Young Bucks and Cody and Kenny and that stuff. Just one last invasion into New Japan.
As cool as that would be, I think the relationship with Ring of Honor is so toxic that Ring of Honor would put a stop on that.
I think so too. Hey, one can dream, but I think so too. But yeah, I'm still holding out hope that it'll be flipped there. So, IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. Ishimori is the champion. He's taking on Dragon Lee and Bandito, and this will be flippy go. It will be amazing. I think that we will have Dragon Lee probably walk out as the Junior Heavyweight champion in this one. I think that this is enough of a cluster F scenario that Ishimori could lose the IWGP title in this. If he does, I think that they want to potentially keep him as the IWGP Junior Heavyweight champion for a long time, because I think they see money between him and Liger for that belt. So, but if there's a shot to really shake up things, it would be on this pay-per-view. So yeah, I'll take Dragon Lee in this one just to shake everything up.
You're going Suzuki Gun.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm going Bone Soldier to retain.
All right. So a Bullet Club for you. So.
No, I just think Ishimori has a lot more going to lose.
This next one is interesting here. This is the 4-way tag match for the IWGP and ROH Tag Team Championship. So the winner will walk out with both in this one. The Guerrillas of Destiny, so Tama and Tangaloa.
Good guy Tama.
Yeah. Holding the Bullet Club block party. Just steps away from MetLife the day of WrestleMania. PCO and Brody King, the ROH Tag Champs, which nobody saw coming. Which is I love that. That's one of the understated dark horse storylines of the year. It's just those guys getting a tag team title run, I guess. Evil and Sonata, of course, the former IWGP tag team champions, and the Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mark.
They've been there forever.
They have. And I think this will be their payoff for being there forever. I see the Briscoes walking out with both tag belts in this one. I really do. I think they're crazy enough to have it happen. So,
I'm gonna go with PCO and Brody King.
Okay. Really, just stack the gold for Villain Enterprises is what you're saying. So,
well, because I think that something else is going to happen later on this card with the Villain Enterprises.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to that here a little later on. A match that really was a head turner when it was announced for the British Heavyweight Championship. Tanahashi gets a crack at it. He goes against Zack Sabre Jr., the champion.
That's going to be a phenomenal match.
That could be match of the night. It could be match of the weekend, depending on what happens the night before the NXT. So there's just going to be some phenomenal stuff. So, man, yeah, you know what? I think that I think if Sabre loses this belt here, I think he gets a chance at Ospreay's Never belt on the European tour that they're going to do, and I think then that's good. So I think we could see Tanahashi walk out with the British Heavyweight title, just to have that belt have the meaning of the of having Tanahashi as a champion with that. So
I'm going with Zack to retain because you mentioned it earlier. Throw all the belts on Will.
Yeah. So
I think
Ultimo
Zack
Dragon
retains British Heavyweight, but then they fight for it again in England, and Will takes Seth's third title.
Yeah. That could be doable. I could see that. Absolutely. IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Naito versus Ibushi.
Another great match.
I'm so stoked to see that. That's going to be good. Man, I like both these guys. I really do. And it's tough for me to pick one in this one. So I'm going to say Naito retains. I think Naito retains here. Because the full Inglobal Nobles lineup will be here, including with Roosh in the building as well. So I think it's just too strong a faction. I think they can really do something that night. I think if anything, we'll see the start of Ibushi trying to figure out what faction he's part of now. That he's no longer part of Bullet Club. Obviously, he didn't go with the Elite guys over to AEW. He doesn't have a friend left. What happens, you know?
Ibushi is a sad man.
Yep.
Naito's going to retain. I think Ibushi will get a swan song next Wrestle Kingdom.
Cool. Very cool. I think this could be the catalyst of that. Yeah, you got to start the story somewhere, right? So.
Yeah.
A freeway ladder match for the ROH Ring of Honor Championship, the World Championship. Jay Lethal, Marty Scurll, Matt Taven. This was the catalyst coming out of the anniversary show off of the 60-minute time limit draw that Lethal and Taven had, which was phenomenal. The big thing, it being MSG, it being WrestleMania weekend. Of course, you're going to have a ladder match at Madison Square Garden for a belt. This is it. It's a freeway match, so it kind of harkens back to the epic main event of WrestleMania 20. And it also harkens back to WrestleMania 10, of course, with Shawn and Razor in the ladder match. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if like a guy like Scott Hall is shown in the audience or something like that there, you know? So, I could see, honestly, Taven has been claiming to be the uncrowned champion for a while here, and I don't see. I see that this could potentially be Marty's last real run with Ring of Honor before jumping over to AEW. I think I'm kind of leaning with you that something could happen in this match where PCO and Brody King could turn on Marty, and then that would send him out.
You read my mind.
So, but you can elaborate more on that, obviously. But I have Taven walking out as the ROH World Champion just because I think it's his time. It'll be awesome to see. So,
I see Lethal retaining with the assistance of Lethal Enterprises.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you think that's...
I think Lethal turns full heel. Again.
Does Truth Martini and Scarlett Boudreaux walk out as well, too? Or
Yeah. I think we'll get Lethal Enterprises. I think the Villain Enterprise will turn on Marty, screw him from his win.
Because that was the most effective I felt that Jay Lethal was as a ROH World Champion. He was a heel champion with a cocky manager.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I love that. That was great.
Now he'll have two big boys to be in front of him at all times.
Big, strong boys. Yep. Absolutely. I still can't believe we're talking about Pierre Carl Ouellet in 2019. This is unreal.
He was at Madison Square Garden at WrestleMania 10.
10, I know. Oh, man.
It all comes around.
I guess so. Singles match for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. What should be the other main event of the evening. Jay White, Kazuchika Okada. Do you see Okada as just a stepping stone for White at this point, just to try to build him up a little bit more? Because you've talked before on the channel that you see White holding the belt until Wrestle Kingdom next year, right? So
I still see it. I think this match is a bit too early. Because I think it could have been a Wrestle Kingdom main event too.
Yeah. Well, it's Madison Square Garden. Of course you're going to do something, though. That's the thing. So,
I think White wins, but it's a 35-minute match, and it comes to Gato screwing Okada again.
Cool. All right. Well, I'd love to see Okada walk out with the belt, but I am in agreement with you here. Jay White will walk out with the IWGP World Championship, and it will be a smashing success, and Meltzer will go nuts and 5-star everything.
I don't think Jay White's got a 5-star yet.
I don't think so yet either. No, and this is going to be interesting because it's just a straight-up singles match, and it depends on where that ladder match for the ROH World Championship is on the card. Like, if that goes right before the main event, that could be... You got to space the card up a little bit, so...
Yeah, you can. I think it's mid-match for the Ring of Honor one.
I would put, mid-match, and then immediately I'd throw the street fight with Bully Ray and Flip out there. Right
for the audience to get a break, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have the tag team match be second, so you can do that Villain Enterprise turn.
Yeah. There we go. Cool. It's going to be fun in Moorhouse. I can't wait to check it out. I know that you can't wait for it to happen so you can watch it, and it'll be interesting to see. Look for me on your computer screen, I guess. It'll be on TV too. It'll be a pay-per-view, but look for me on whatever ways you watch for it. So,
Kellen's doing a run-in during some match. Stay tuned. Which one now?
It'll be in the pre-show. It'll be in the Rumble. This is still my Rumble entry from Phoenix that hasn't been verified yet. So,
hey, if Kellen throws out Liger, how much heat would he get?
Oh.
And then you could be at Wrestle Kingdom against Liger.
I'd be the most hated man in Japan.
That's a T-shirt.
I like it. The most hated man in Japan. And then on the back, fuck sushi. Anyway. But there we go. Anyways, I'm Kellen Nitro. Later days. Happy wrestling watching. He's been Moorhouse. You can follow him on Twitter at House of More, where he tweets about wrestling and other things with varying degrees of interest, as it says in his description. In his description, I should say.
Discretion. His discretion.
Well, viewer discretion is advised. And I'm Kellen Nitro. And yeah, like and subscribe. I'm going to try and do some updates from down there on here. So, yeah. They may be a day or two late. We'll see what happens with the timing. And, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a very busy week, but I'm looking forward to it. All right. Take care, guys. Cheers.